it's Marina, the Trader Chick, and I have a question for you. Did you know that day trading is at least 85 to 90% emotional and a mind game? Did you know that? Well, let me tell you something. It is, and today I'm going to show you just a few slight tricks that could totally make your mind strong and for you to be able to kill it when you're in the live market. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, so as I said, 85% of day trading is mental and emotional. I can guarantee you probably did not realize that because every day I get people saying it's all about the charts. It's all about technical analysis. Well, let me give it to you straight. 85 to 90% is actually day trading through the mental and emotional state of mind. So you can know your charts. You could do anything you want with a technical analysis, but if your mind is not on right, you will always lose. However, there is a way to avoid it. And today I'm going to give you a couple of really quick, cool tips to help you get past that. Get ready. All right. First of all, the mind is a muscle, just as it is in your biceps, your quadriceps, your abs. You got to train it to really gain that momentum, that strength. And the only way you do that is, let's begin to learn how to do that. Training your mind and emotionals is completely critical to becoming a day trader. And the cool thing is you can learn how to do it. Everybody can actually learn how to have a strong mind and a strong emotional mindset, which is crucial for day trading. So having strategic and tactic knowledge is great. And what is that? That's knowing the charts, that's knowing technical analysis, the patterns. Yes, it's great. And it's just as important to an extent. But remember, it's only 20% of that. That if you only know that, only 20% of it will actually help you win. So you have to really strengthen that other 80%. But that 80% doesn't happen just like that. So here's the deal, guys. If you are an emotional head case, you are having some sort of a drama in your life, or you just had an argument with your child or your spouse or even your dog, you are emotional. Like it or not, we can pretend that we're not, but we are emotional after an argument. You don't want to hop in the live market when you've just had, a fight with your son over something silly, which, we all do that. So you have to step back. You have to step out of that emotional, I call it the emotional headspace. Now, if you had a tragedy, unfortunately, guys, this is so real. Tragedy, whatever it could be, health, death, whatever the tragedy is, it might not have happened today, but if you are still dealing with that tragedy, please don't go live in the market. You are not there fully and emotionally stable. You need to be strong. And if it means you have to step away for several months, trust me, that's going to be better for you than constantly going into the market and losing. And with a tragedy, unfortunately, that could happen, and that could just catapult and the domino effect of more emotional trading, which could really, really set you back far. And you don't want that. Now, another thing is having lost more money than you wanted to. I know we've all been there, done that, but one thing I can tell you for sure, revenge trading is not going to get your money back. So if you've lost way more than you want to, you get into an emotional state no matter how you look at it, no matter what lie you're telling yourself that you're going to get it back tomorrow, you're going to get it back, you're going to get it back. That's emotional. That is not strategic. That is not being tactical. You need to step back. You need to get away. Take a couple of days off. Take a week off. Take a month. Because you are not going to be able to do well when you go back into the market. You cannot be revenge trading. You cannot be chasing your trades. Like I said before, angry from an argument. I want to give you a really interesting fact. Do you know why 75% of car accidents happen by people other than being intoxicated or on drugs, obviously? The majority of the reasons is because they just came from an argument. Yes, it's been proven. Sometimes people who have a fight, let's say with their boss, or they were treated poorly with their boss or their husband, their wife, whatever, and they just came out of that state and they get behind the wheel and they're still in that place. They're still in that argument, even though that argument happened, and they're driving all angry and everything, and boom, that's how crashes happen. So here's the reality. you bring that anger into your trading, it's gonna come off. Even if you pretend it's not, it's there. You need to let it out. You need to write it out. It's difficult to say compartmentalize. Yes, we want to do that. But the reality is, that argument has nothing to do with the charts that are in front of you, and you need to be able to step away from it and completely remove yourself from that. And that takes work. That actually takes work, and that's part of that mental training, which I will let you know, which we're going to work on in just a few minutes. And sometimes we just have bad days. And you know what? I understand that you've allotted that time in your day to trade. That's totally cool. But if you're having a bad day, don't sit in front of the market, guys. I say this a lot to my students. Just because you want to go surfing and you've taken 1 week off and you've gotten to Hawaii, you've paid for your surf trip, and Mother Nature gives you nothing but flatness, are you going to get angry at Mother Nature? No, you'll be like, yeah, you're kind of going to get upset. Yeah, oh my God, it sucks. I kind of paid for this whole trip. But at the end of the day, you're going to be like, well, it's just not happening. Having a bad day is having flat waves. You don't want, or having really rough waves, which you can't surf either, right? So you got to accept it. You have to understand and permit yourself to have those bad days and say, like, you know what? It's just not going to happen for me today. I'm not there 100%. And it's okay. You could give yourself that permission. And so many people don't. They think, well, I'm sitting in front of this chart right now and it better give me some trades. Let me tell you, it doesn't. It doesn't have to do anything. What it does have to do is do what it's gonna do. And you have to have the emotional strength and the mental strength to say, yeah, I'm having a bad day. You know what? I'm not good here today, right now. You know what? The market is simply not giving me anything, and be okay with it. So now let's talk about how to get to that space and how to train yourself mentally. So first and foremost, you need to do a ritual before you sit down and go boom and start shooting your gun. You need to have a start before your trading day. First and foremost, you need to clear your mind. I know that sounds cliche, but if your mind is not clear, if you're still worried about the tragedy that happened or the argument that you just went through, or you're just having a crap ass day and you're not in the right mood, so you need to have that as part of it. Clear your mind, see where you're at, understand, and if you feel it, and you will, majority of the times you will, but you have to prepare yourself. You need to do that clearing. And the best way is meditation. And that is the number one way. Whatever time you have to meditate, sometimes between 5 to 20 minutes, but trust me when I tell you this, nothing works better than meditation. And if you're sitting here thinking, oh my God, but I don't know how to meditate, all you have to do is two things. You could do one, focus on your breath and literally say in and out for the breaths for a certain amount of time, set your timer, or you could just count your breaths. 1 for either in, 2 for out, or just 1 for the whole rep. That's it. And every time your mind starts to go crazy, and it will, and that's normal, we can't stop that, just come back to the breath. Come back to the counting. That's really quick. And you know what? Really, the whole gist of meditation. Okay? So, how do you really clear your mind? Besides just the meditation and the breathing exercises, which I just told you, because those two are probably the most crucial of all, is you have to trust that you will get there. You have to trust. When I first began meditating and the whole process, because at this point I've lost a lot of money, I've had all that bad days and all that anger and all that revenge trading. And when I started to meditate, breathing exercise, it took me some while. The most important part that I found that really, really helped was trusting the process. Trusting that I can take a day off. Trusting that I do need to clear my mind. Trusting that I have a strategy that I can fall back on. But first, I need to know that my mind is strong enough. I guarantee you guys, if you just begin with the breathing, the meditation, and then trusting the process, which is permitting yourself to admit that you're having a bad day, that you're angry, that you're having revenge trading feelings, and that there's a tragedy that could hold you back. Trust that it's okay, and trust that you will get there, but you do need to do the work. As pumping up your bicep, your mind is a muscle. All right, guys, if you have any questions, you could always write to me at thetraderchick@gmail.com, thetraderchick. And remember, subscribe, because you're going to be getting a lot more of these really cool small hacks that I guarantee will take your trading to the next level. I'm here for you, Marina, the Trader Chick, and I'm excited for you to become profitable, successful traders.